Well done. If you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. We have two different saris, and then we have a bag of horses. Some of them I know are Schleich, some I know are not. We're in this for 10 bucks. So let's look at the saris. So we got an older sari. This is probably a 70s version. Doesn't really matter. The game isn't super different. I'm guessing it's 72. And this is probably 12 or 16. This is fire and ice bits. And sorry, we do the cards and we do the pawns. And so we take this really well. And we don't sell this as a game. Never have, never will. Well, I can't say never have. I probably did at some point. So we have the cards. We have 45 of those. And this is the version with less pieces. And crap, we're missing the fire disc. Alright. That's in here. But no. So this has I don't know what this does. But there's a fire and an ice in this version. So I'm just gonna have to sell it as the pawns. A 12 count. Sometimes this game has 16, sometimes it has 12. And I don't know why. I don't know. It's usually the smaller box. I don't know if that has something to do with it. But either way, we got something with that. I'll actually save that disc just in case. And sorry, cards should have 45. $20. 40 and 5. Sweet. So that. Always use a bag. Then we got this older one. Again, I'll never sell it as a game unless I got an absolutely immaculate one. Even then, I don't think you'd get more than like 25 bucks for it. Have cards, and then this is the old style peg. You can see it's a little darker, and the new style pegs are completely hollow. The old style have this like little indent. And this is going to be the full 16. And I have plenty of these if I'm missing any, so because I've gotten a lot of sets of these where I'm missing some. As such, I have many parts, but I think we're good here. Let me sort these cards, get them counted up, and then we'll total it up. All right, so I had a listing of this. I just changed quantity. Got those going for 8. I did not have a listing for these, the vintage ones, and the difference is they moved to this lighter blue at some point. So this is the 72, so I got a set of those now. Was completely out of all the cards. I've been selling these as soon as they come in. I don't know why, and I'm selling them for good money. So 9 on both of these. I had no sorry cards left. So we got 8, 11. Into the profit, and we haven't even touched the horses yet. All right, so big bag of horses, $6 for the bag, which I'm all right with. It is actually pretty like crowded in the bag, so I don't exactly know what's in it, but I went and looked. So if you got a bag like this and you can't see their bellies, which is where the maker mark is, the thing you're looking for are horseshoes. If hooves are painted, it's going to be a good brand. So We got a painted one here. I'm sure there's more, but whatever. Anyway, well, we'll go through this. Horses are the pinnacle of animal figure collecting. They outsell everything. Dogs are number 2 after that. And then pretty much everything else is tied for 3rd. There's really some unique stuff out there, but in general, horses are it. So let's see. This one looks like a Blip Toys. No, that's a Schleich. It's an older Schleich. Okay. So that's a 2006 rearing Mustang. I think I actually have one of these already, but that's fine. It'll sell. This is another older Schleich, 2002. So we very much already paid for this bag. The most expensive Schleich horse are the Fjord. Oh, God. Fjord somethings. They're, I don't know why, but they sell for like $30. So this one is similar to, so this is a Blip Toys one. The rearing horse. And I don't know. Very, very similar, right? So my thought with these knockoffs that are very close is that after Schleich is done with a mold, some other toy company might buy it, and then they fill it with their own stuff, and they don't paint them, which is the big difference. Is Schleich are hand painted. That's where the hooves come in. This is just a mold, just black plastic. And that's where these nicer ones, but still not like no frills to them, come in. But that's the Blip Toys. We don't want that. It might be the Schleich Fantasy line, or maybe something completely different. Papo. This is another brand. They make fantasy stuff. And it's not super sought after, quite frankly. I have some of it I've been sitting on for years. Fantasy and horses, they're just not like a good crossover. We have a carrot, a Batot carrot. So Batot is a cheap toy company. We have, oh, this is definitely a Schleich, 2004. I think I actually just sold this because I recognize these braids, which is cool because I can bring up the old listings, or I can add duplicates. This is going to be a Blip. Yeah, Blip. This is a good Blip, but like the plastic feels different. Even though it looks basically the same, I don't know what it's made out of, but it's just like more coarse, I would say. I don't know if that's indicative of quality or not. And if you do this a lot, generations of toys, the plastic has a feel to it. It's weird. Like McDonald's toys have a feel. I can almost pick it up with my eyes closed. But I don't know that much about plastics. What's this? This is a older Safari Limited. Their stuff doesn't sell as well. It's not as well made. Generally, those I do lots. So I'm not going to throw it out, but I'm not going to list it solo. This is another Safari Limited. That's a full-size one. We can actually look at that, a full-size Safari Limited horse, and see what they go for, but typically I'm selling 5 at a time. This is a 2004 Schleich Bull. This is a Safari Limited Arabian. And, you know, good quality, but not... Feels like a Blip. Nope, Safari. Okay. I was wondering why these didn't have the same, like, horseshoes, but they looked kind of good. Because they're Safari Limiteds, they're not quite as nice. This is a Blip Toys. Finally, another Blip. So the Blips, I'll give to my kids. All right, let's start sorting these now. All right, so first we'll look up this guy because there's a name on it. Sometimes Safari Limited will just put, dog or whatever, but this one actually has a name and it's not something I'm familiar with. Right. A Earn, if I did that right. And I guess I did. Yeah, that must be a breed. I've never run into that. So Safari. Narrow this down more, see if we run into it. And there it is right here, I believe. That looks pretty close. 2001. Yeah, it's going to be the same guy. So that's selling for 12 bucks. And we've got 39 for sale. And this is Safari is the only other thing I put in. 3 sold, including the one we got for 15. Huh. Let's see how many of these are actually for sale though. 1, 2, yes, the only issue that now that I'm looking at it is that it's really discolored. Let's see, that's like green. So we're gonna try cleaning it. So, cleaning toys. The only things I use are baby wipes and paper towel. I use baby wipes because they are chemically inert. It's just a surfactant on it. No alcohol, no anything. So it can't hurt toys. Oh my god. Fucking work phone blowing up. Guy. At least he's buying shit. But anyways. Ugh. 5 messages. God damn it, Carlos. Yeah, so this ain't coming off. This looks like a highlighter, which is not good. It could also be that it rubbed up against something. So I don't think this is sellable because it's in really bad shape, unfortunately. Which is too bad because it looked like it would have went for something, but if I can't get it clean, I can't list it. I could try heat, but that wouldn't typically be okay. I could try something a bit more harsh, and like really, I wouldn't have anything to lose necessarily. And you know what? Just for a fun experiment, I'll grab an alcohol pad. Alright, so we got some alcohol wipes. I deal with chemicals for a living, so talk about chemical stuff. Baby wipes are surfactants. Surfactants are things that pick up and remove soil. Like dish soap is a surfactant. But chemically it doesn't do a lot. It just encapsulates and removes. Alcohol is a solvent. It will break down different compounds, but you run the risk of, you're trying to clean a painted wall with an alcohol wipe, you remove the thing on the wall, you also remove the paint. So it could have an adverse effect on the thing you're cleaning too. Which is why I don't typically bother with them, but we're going to find out if it's going to ruin this or not. And it's not even coming up. So it could be whatever it is just so on there. This is a 24-year-old toy. So, yeah, I could try heat, but it's probably not going to work either. Or a harsher solvent, but more than likely it's just not going to come out without getting rid of the layer of plastic that it's embedded in. So I'll give that one to my kids too. And the other Safaris I'll put aside for a lot because I've goofed with those non-full size. So let's see. First, we got this rearing stallion. So, Schleich and other higher end toys are anatomically correct. To find what you have, you put in Schleich, the year, and this is a stallion. And they will make so many per year. So eventually we're just going to see a rearing stallion. Why is this only showing me one kind of horse? Did I have the year right? Oh, that's a 6. That's my bad. 2006 stallion. Okay, now we're getting rearing ones. And obviously they reuse some of these and just paint them different, because obviously this is the exact same horse. But they have white Mustang. We're looking for a black Mustang. And there we go. Rearing black Mustang. 18, and this is very good. When you see this many watchers on something, 21 bucks, 18 watchers. If I list it for less, it will sell. $67. What a guy. What are you doing? Whatever. Like, he really doesn't want to part with it. He's like, give me 67 bucks, I'll get rid of it. $20. Which is weird, because I swear I have one of these and I haven't sold it, but maybe I am thinking of something entirely different. Either way, we got it. Now, how many have sold? So now we can put rearing. We can knock this down a little bit. That did not help for whatever reason. Take rearing out. So we found plenty. I don't know why that did that. I'm often amazed by the eBay search engine. But anyways, so we got here a 17 that sold. We have an 18 that sold. We have another 18 that sold. We're going to make this easy. We'll just do 16 bucks on it. That's a good one. All right. Oops. Break it. I am curious what I have for sale, though, because I swear I've seen one of those in my inventory when I go in looking for horses. I have horses separate from other animals, and I apparently sold it, whatever it was. And I don't know for how much, but if I put in stallion, if I put in rearing, I get nothing. Okay, and just showing me random stuff. Oh yeah, 12 watchers on that. Looking good. All right, anyways. This one I know I've sold just recently. 2004, and again, mare. That's what we will look for. Schleich, 2004 mare. Got 100 mares, and it's the first one. 26 bucks. That is probably not going to happen. 21. I would have remembered if it sold for this much, I think. Unless there's been a big run on these. And I haven't noticed selling more than usual. So 16 is our price. And I'm looking for my listing. So I intentionally do it so I can see my own listings. Yeah, so, yeah, sure, 16 it is then. That seems to be the cheapest. Do another one of those. Good horses so far. We'll look at this one. Papo 2002 Unicorn. I haven't looked at Papo stuff in a while. When I first started reselling, I got a big bag of Papo horses and I thought this was it. And I still have some of that same bag. So it's just not, the fantasy stuff just doesn't go. Papo Unicorn 2002, we got it. So we have the gold, or the silver version versus the gold one, apparently. Now. Oh, so I didn't notice this. Oh, shit. You didn't either. There's a butterfly on the main, and that has snapped off. And I bet that's a common problem. And that's what we call a pain point. So they all are just different paint jobs, but some of them are missing that butterfly. Kind of excited on the pricing, but you can see when you have huge discrepancies right out the gate. You got 9 and then you got 24 on the same thing. That means they're not selling. Nobody's entirely sure what they're doing with it. So 57 for sale, 1 sold. So it's damaged. I'm not even gonna bother with it, honestly. Oh, see, that's my listing. I sold some Papo catapults not too long ago. But yeah, not a great name. All right, back to stuff that'll actually sell. We got a 2002 Schleich. Horse, I guess. I don't know if it's a colt or a foal. We'll try foal. I think it's a Clydesdale, maybe. It might be that one. That looks right. And I talk about this every time I do Schleich. This is the listing I want to see. This person sells just Schleich. And they're always bottom dollar. And I can tell by the ski ball thing that's theirs. So I now know I have to sell this for $9. That's all there is to it. They save me some legwork. I reward them by undercutting them, but whatever. All right. We got another 2004. And can't tell if it's a colt or a foal. But it's looking like it's not a foal because it would have come up by now. I'm not losing my mind, right? It's definitely 2004. I'm not good with horse breeds, so I don't know what this is to look it up in that way. I might have to Google Lens if it doesn't pop up, though. Oh, here we go. Again, skee ball guy. Tinker Pinto. Sure. He's going for 11. I'll just do 9 again, because that's easy. Yeah. So that's a good pickup. That was a good bag of horses. And I picked it up because I could see one of them. I think it was this one I could spot. But that's why we buy bags of toys at break-even proposition, because you just don't know what's in there. So if you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.